What up, cappers, gamblers, punters, hustlers, low baggers? Happy Wednesday afternoon to all of you. 3:30 p.m. here in San Jose, Costa Rica. 5:30 p.m. in Miami, where we now have the link to get the deal. Rafa, can you pop it up on the screen? Show. There it is. There it is. I'm right behind that. Make reservation. I'll be smoking blunts. I'll have some women around me. Probably a beverage in my hand. That's what I'm guessing. I'll be right behind that make a reservation sign. Man, I can't wait for Miami. Please, please check it out. We have the link and we're ready to party. Also, this is the first time in 2019 that I sit before you, a man plus units in Major League Baseball. I did not sweep the card because I had Mets first five, not Mets full game, so I lost that, but Pirates first five, cash. First five under, Cincinnati, Chicago, cash. And I am plus units in MLB baseball for the first time in a long, long time. Shout out to all the cappers in chat. Goose is back. We got Joe Anisi. Plays I sent in this morning. Mets money line, St. Louis money line, San Francisco money line. Yes, you did send those in this morning. And you are looking very good, Joe Anisi. Great, great work. There's my guy, Nuffle Sean. There's Dave L.A. Jeez, is Dave L.A. eating right now off of MLB baseball? There's my guy, Canadian Capper, 72 out of Windsor, Ontario. There's Poker Addicted 79 says, I think we ought to stop thinking so much and just tail Dave L.A. There's Parlay Poppy in the house. Parlay Poppy hit with that first five under. Hit with that first five under in the Braves Brew Crew game. There's Ron Lofton. That says, hello, 4-1 today so far. Mets plus a half, first five just missed, making up for yesterday's losing day. Yes, unbelievably, I was on Mets first five plus a half, and unbelievably, we didn't cash that in a 14-4 win? Absolutely ludicrous. Also, the odds page was having problems on the early show. It may or may not, I mean, by the end of the breakdowns with Poppy and Big Boss and Drew, I was going to jump on that over 10.5, but then it moved to 11, and we want to have real odds. We don't want to be making up odds or saying we're going to take a play and then whatever, the odds changes. So whatever, lost that. There's J Cap, too much checking in. Parlay Poppy, ready to drink. There's Maxwell Smart says, I got a broken nose, no softball. And they see you on Sportsbook. Oh, Maxwell Smart, I hate hearing that you broke your nose, man. That sucks. Softball injury for Maxwell Smart. But we get to spend, I've got a bottle of Florida Cognac ready to crack open. So I'll be there and very thankfully be there. Nut Flush Allen says vacation starts now. Taking 3 weeks and the first week and a half are going to be capping on the beach, listening to the best show on YouTube, then off to Vegas. Man, that sounds very good, Nut Flush Allen, my guy, Nut Flush Allen. Chance Mundorf, my CFL action. Ooh, I'm looking forward to hear what your CFL action is. Nothing came after that. Jay Captain Much says, Jimmy, let's get a bag today. What you feeling? Well, I feel very good. Is what I feel. And wow, Dave L.A. just hit his A's team total over 5.5. Those of you on the A's, I know Guru Sports Bets is on the A's. Those of you guys on the A's are eating. And what did I tell you about Homer Bailey, man? The A's were doing the work for us. The Moneyball men upstairs were doing the work for us. Maxwell Smart and I will be on the Sports Keg night. Ramon Scott in the house. Ramon Scott says, did that say 5:30 as Rockets winning the West? Talk about attention whores. Yeah, Ramon. The back of attention whores have them winning the West and the Sixers winning the East by 5 games. All right, let's see. Dave L.A. Cashnet, Cobra Sports 609 ready to get to work. MMK ready to go. Dave L.A. says, how about those Brewers? Bang, again, first 5 full game money line team total over. Jesus, you're eating. Keep milking. Dave, never stop milking. We need the money, Dave. We need the cash. Shout out to our guy, Dave L.A., who is eating. EJV ready to get to work. Eric Jones, Anil Frank, Russell Gordy, Bookie Lover Q, Aloha Eastside Rolla. Man, Aloha Eastside Rolla, I'm just so caught up in my run in baseball right now that I should have just immediately hammered the dream when you said that. And was not really focused on it, but I had the game on. And as they were rolling in the first half, I was like, man, if a low East Side roller tells you to do something, just do it. My fault, and thank you for trying to send money my way. Keith Sadler says, need the Giants and over 12.5 and A's and over 7.5 for a 5-team parlay. Wow, well, okay, let's just stay in our shoes, but that's very close. There's Guru Sports Bets who keeps eating Guru Sports Bets. Dave LA, these guys, giving out, we are a team, and they're just giving out their plays for the betterment of us and our wallets and our lives. Improving our lives is what they're trying to do. Guru Sports Bets, when I went to retweet your plays, and 2 of them were already halfway through and I didn't, but tomorrow I will retweet your action. Al Mack, Flamengo in Copa Brazil, -1, -109 is easy money, says our guy Al Mack, and Al Mack will be making his live Betting with the Bag debut on tomorrow's late show. Kevin Garrett is in there, says, what's cracking, Jimmy? I'm back. The Tampa Bay Lightning took me out of the game for a bit, but proud to be back. Kevin Garrett, you are a low bagger, and you got a home here anytime you need it. We love you, and I'm looking forward to the NHL season, man. I'm pumped about it. Been studying. Bada boom, only on the Padres' first 5 full game today. Come on, Paddock. Interesting. We're going to break all those games down. We have a nice light card. I don't need to freak out like I did yesterday, but now, God, I can't get Keith Sadler's 5-team parlay out of my head. I want Keith Sadler to hit that so badly. Avi Gold says, very interested to hear what your take is on the D-backs Rangers game tonight. Avi Gold, I'm looking forward. Joey Nisi says, need to meet up with my low bag fam. Well, we have the link now, finally. We have the link. So we put out a Twitter video. I'll put it out on my Twitter as well. And we got to start booking. And then we're going to have a group on Twitter that we can all talk about everything as it's getting exciting, as we're getting closer. There's Daryl Lyles. There's Walla Walla Dos. Joe Anisi said, I'm trying to make Miami happen. Baby Joe, we need you. Luca DiStefano in the house, punching the gooch. There's Joey Evang. Says, what up, low baggers? Jesus, Dave LA stays killing it. Love that guy. Yes. All these guys, what they're all doing. Oh, there's Muhammad Joma. Nice to see Muhammad Joma back. Padres, Dodgers -1.5. Red Sox -1.5. Nationals -1.5. Jay Cap too much. Dodgers, Yankee, Boston, Texas, Houston. Christopher Comentini says that hotel is sweet. Yes, we're doing it right. Capper John, Chicago sports informant, strikes again. Cubs under first 5. Y'all saw how dicey that full game under got. Yes, and I was on that first 5 with you. And if you're looking at the Big Boss contest, Capper John is in the top 30 or 35 or so, looking very good. There are about 280 people in it. Coco Bongo says, worst part of this day, running out of beer. Daryl Lyles, San Francisco Rockies over, looking good. And you're welcome, Luca, my guy. Okay, RKE404 says Twins game was a weird one. Not only is Dave LA eating, but we're on the Indians. And I got plus 1,100. They're now 4.5 games behind the Twins. Plus 1,100. I wish I put $200 or $250 or something. I only put 125. But man, that feels so good. So goddamn good. Muhammad Joma back in action. Jay Peach says, I'm just here to hear your voice, Jim. Jay Peach, for some reason, I don't know if I was having a stroke or what happened, but I whispered for 5 minutes of the show yesterday, and it happened. Lamont Williams in the house, ready to go. Neo Money, ready to go. Okay, well, let's get right to work. And Lucas Stefano says, no punch in the gooch. Hey, man, you know whose gooch hasn't been punched lately? My goddamn gooch, man. And last month was a glorious month, too, except I had to send in all my futures in NHL and NBA, which were down like $1,900, which gave me overall like a losing month. But baseball's just been good. It's almost time to possibly move the unit size up a little bit. Maybe we put it up a little bit. Maybe up to 150. We'll see. All right, Dave Ellis saying they're getting closer. There's my guy, Isan Solfagari. Just hit 2 units with the Brewers under. It was close. Great job. Dion Davis liking Indians and the under. And there's the Giants getting that extra run for Keith Sadler. Our guy, Keith Sadler, just about to eat. Okay, let's get to work right now. We have the lineups. We have everything we need to get rolling, and we don't have a ton of games. So let's see how many games we have exactly so I can space this out. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 MLB games. We're 10 minutes into the show. We got at least 15 minutes. Then we have a Freddie Fortune going to be joining us. Sadly, Freddie Fortune and Lucrative Larry look like they're not going to be welcomed into the United States. And you know what? Lucas says, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I get it. And Big Ragoo says, Jimmy, watch out. Dave LA will bring up the chat. He's on fire. Man, I love this. I love the teamwork. I love everything about this. I love what's gone on here in the last little while. And it just makes me excited because what we do is defeat the juice is what we do. Joe Anisi says, what is Keith's parlay? Well, he already has the first 2 games. But what does he need again? Sorry, let me go up to it. He needs the Giants in over 12.5, so he needs one more run there. And A's, and he's already got the over there. So all he needs is the Giants to hold on, the A's to hold on, and he needs one more run in San Francisco. And then our guy Keith Sadler is eating. There's Anthony Mastronardi. Be a perfect 5 for 5. San Francisco money line holds up, and Oakland -1.5. Great job. Great job. The Herb says in August, the Tribe have a really tough schedule compared to the Twins. Have the easiest MLB, but like what the Indians have been on lately, that doesn't make me too happy. All right, and great job, Anthony Mastronardi. Viral Video ready to go. Ulysses Hayes ready to go. Lamont Williams ready to go. Okay, Luca says, Jimmy, any possibility of getting Rail J Money and Max on here during NBA? Sorry for going off topic, but wondering. Well, we know that our basketball content in college and NBA was spectacular last year. That's what we know. It's just very, very, very good. And I love all those guys dearly, so I hope so. All right, there's Buffo on the beat. Bill Buttlicker, a.k.a. Buffo on the beat. There's Parlay Poppy. Okay, let's get to work. Enough of the love in, but I am plus units for the first time in a long time in MLB. And if you want to go back to last year, which we won't, it's been a very long time. Okay. And you guys saying, John Gray, what a bum. Twatty Latte saying, Jimmy looking crispy and gray. I like hearing that. My guy, Twatty Latte. And Parlay Poppy says, Maxwell Smart needed on here ASAP. I grew up thinking that Gabe Morency, most exciting guy in this business. And he still may be. But Max is coming up fast. All right. Dodgers, Phillies, let's go to money lines and totals, and let's break this down, and let's keep the money coming in. Keep the money coming in. There's Terrell Goodman ready. Oh, damn, Terrell, sorry, you're right. And I copied and pasted, and I was thinking about that. Aloha Eastside Roller said, told you to me to get out of the funk for a long season. Don Mago says, what kind of beer are you drinking? This is all coffee. I'm not going to start drinking until I'm on the sports keg in about an hour and 20 minutes. Okay, let's get to work. Let's get to work right now. 8-5, there we go. We got it. We got that extra run. Brandon Belt, we got that run for Keith Sadler. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. Okay, and there's Angel Romero, who we haven't seen in a while. So sweet to see him back. Says, Flamengo RJ, first half money line plus 110, Copa de Brazil. Interesting. So we have Angel Romero and Al Mack giving us nice looking plays there. Thank you for sharing that with us, Angel Romero. And right.
You know what I miss?
What do you miss?
I miss the old times when we were friends, and I was watching my old videos on Twitter, and I miss when you were all happy that I got into the show, and now you're making fun of me with people.
All right, let's break down this Phillies-Dodgers game and continue this conversation, Freddie, or you can just stand there, whatever you want to do. Okay. Dave LA's on the Phillies first 5 money line at plus 160. Man, Dave LA is eating with these dogs, man. And he's trying to eat again. Phillies first 5 plus 160. I like it. Not Flush Allen says Giants are looking to fill Evan Longoria spot with a decent name. Look out. Wow, that's exciting. Rockstar backs it, says, I like the first 5 Phillies, Dave LA. Avi Gold shouting out Sports Keg. There's Guillermo Zertucci, my guy, saying Jimmy, my man. And Lamont looking for a 14 parlay. All right, let's get to work. Let's get to work. Jesus, you're just creepy even when we don't see your face, Freddie. Just from the neck down, you're creepy. All right, I've got to get to work. But so I hear that you're longing for more of a friendship here. I'll give you the chance at moving forward if you leave me alone for 45 minutes and come back.
I will time.
Okay.
And I will come back.
Great stuff.
Thank
Great
you.
stuff. I go. All right. I guess I understand why America doesn't want him. All right, Maeda Pavetta. Maeda opening up at minus 145. The Dodgers, there's been a 18-cent move towards them. The total opened at 10. It's now at 11, which is understandable with the way these offenses have been rolling. Now, yesterday we ate. We had the Phillies team total over 3.5. Cashed that by, 5.5 runs. Then we had the full game over 9.5, where we catch that by 7.5 runs. And I'm just not going to jump back at the well. I like that the way Dave's looking at that is from a different angle. I like that, even though he had the Phillies yesterday. For the Phillies, we have Hernandez, Kingery, Harper, Hoskins, Miller, Hazley, Williams, Knapp. For the Dodgers, Peterson, Muncy, Freese, Bellinger, Pollock, Seager, Hernandez, Martin. All right. Let's Russell Gordy say Maeda getting killed. Number tells you that. Ulysses Hayes on Kansas City and not applicable, talking about the small junk that Fetty seems to roll with. Twadi Latte says Fetty with the tightest jeans in Costa Rica. I tried Canadian Capper saying cover the prison pocket, Jimmy. That's not my biggest concern. Keith Sadler so close to cashing. That's my biggest concern right now. And my biggest concern also is, and Poker Addicted says, sing Unpavetable with me. Oh, man, that just makes me long for Pete. He would just crush that. He would just crush that. Man, that makes me long for him. Many things do, but that's one of them. Parlay Poppy, Dodgers 686 OPS, 41 at-bats, 2 RBIs versus Pivetta. Yes, thank you for mentioning that. Let's pop up the exact statistics we have here, because I know I don't want to just sit here going, look, I'm up a half unit and I want to come back tomorrow up a half unit on the season, and I'll do whatever I can to ensure that happens. But I do feel hesitant to make any plays. All right, and Poppy's absolutely right. 7 for 30 against Pivetta. Wow, a 300 slugging against Pivetta. And Maeda doesn't look that good. Let's break down Maeda a little bit more here. Okay, so Dodgers hitting 265, 835 OPS versus righties. We know the Phillies don't hit righties hard. Pivetta, 4-4, 5.81 ERA, 1.49 whip. He's a hard guy to trust. 16 home runs allowed and 66 2/3. Parlay Poppy on Phillies to score first at plus 130. Wow. 6.99 ERA and 0-3 in his past 5 starts is Pivetta. But as you guys said, 2.12 ERA in 3 career outings. Got a no decision in Los Angeles on June 2nd and threw 6 scoreless. Struck out 9. He steps up. Guru says this is a different Dodger team this year. Ulysses Hayes says, I like Dodgers. Taylor broke his forearm after being hit with a pitch when they played Boston. And Guillermo on Del Mar. I love it. Anybody who's got their book open, Guillermo is on the number 4. Honeycomb South at Del Mar in the 5th at 6-1. I love it. I absolutely love it. Ulysses Hayes says, I just don't trust Philly with their bullpen. Poker Addicted says, I'm going irresponsibly large on the Dodgers Phillies over. I'm excited. I think it covers by the 5th. Poker Addicted, did you get it at 10.5? I wonder if you got it at 10.5. Twadi Latte, though, is on the Dodgers first 5 minus a half. There's Elliot V. There's John Gisletta. I like it. He's impressed by the irresponsibly large bet size. And Lamont Williams says, and the chat for real. I help everybody. Can somebody help me? I need a parlay. Yes, we will work together, and I'm hesitant. The only move I would make is on the Phillies, seeing Twadi on the Dodgers first 5, deciding to trust Pivetta here when he's 0-3 is just something I don't want to do. If I could have got on that, and going right back to the overs that Poppy and I just milked the shit out of yesterday, and that was actually 2 days in a row of us milking it. I just don't want to go right back to the well. So at this point, there's Apex Orca. There's my guy, Steve Mendez. There's Optimus Prime. I'm not making a move here. Not when I see you guys on the Phillies and the Phillies to score first, and then Twadi on the Dodgers makes me uncomfortable. There's Drew from the SBR Forum, says, beat the bag this Saturday, baby. Saratoga edition. You're absolutely right. And I was caught up in a couple things this afternoon. I should have sent you guys the program. I haven't sent out the program yet. But here is the entry. Here is the link to enter. Beat the bag, Saratoga. $1,000 up for grabs. We have 3 tries too. We're going to do 3 tries. This is the first one this Saturday. Here is the link right here. And I'll be hammering you guys to jump in. It's free to play, $1,000, and I'll send you guys the link. In fact, if anybody could go out and get me, I don't know if Saturday's program's out yet. I haven't even checked. I should check. Okay, Guru's on the Yankees under in the first 5, and that was a play I wanted to make. Why don't we move there right now to this Yankees-Rays spot and lock that in? Here we go. Where is it? Oh, that's Robbie Ray. What's going on here? Sorry, little slow. What's wrong with this? Okay, here we go. Too many pages of notes here. So the Cubs first 5 cash. Giants, Rockies, I was off. Mariners, Athletics, I was off, sadly. Rays, Yankees. Let's look at what the market's done here in the Rays-Yankees game and then make some decisions. The first 5 was something I almost made on the early show. Something that kept me off of it was that the full game had gone from 9.5 to 10, but there hasn't been that much movement since. Yankees and Jermaine's to open at minus 150. They're now minus 162. A 12-cent move towards them. Let's see what's going on with this first 5 total. This first 5 total opened at 5.5 and is still at 5.5. There's been no movement at all on this first 5 total. 89 Fahrenheit, mostly cloudy, 8 miles per hour, out to left center. Let's take a look at what we're talking about lineups-wise in this Yankees-Rays spot. Here we go. What's going on? Where is it? There we go. For the Rays, we have Meadows, Diaz, Lau, or that's Nate Lowe, right? That's Lowe, not Lau. That's Brandon Lau and Nate Lowe. Same last name, but pronounced differently. So Meadows, Diaz, Lowe, Kiermaier, Garcia, Choi, Darno, Wendell, Adames. For the Yankees, LeMahieu, Judge, Hicks, Encarnacion, Sanchez, Gregorius, Voit, Urshela, and Gardner. Dave L.A. says, my God, Giants are really the best baseball team right now. Please ride with them. This is magic. Man, and Joe and Easy has $20 on them at plus 500 as per Nut Flush Allen. Man, it's so exciting. And Big Ragu says 2 fire race Saturday Los Alamitos Derby with game winner and Indiana Derby with always mining long range Toddy and Mr. Money. Man, we will definitely hammer those races, Ragu, while I'm focused on Saratoga. Okay, let's break this down. Trinos, 8-4, 3.11 ERA, 0.96 whip. Herman has looked very good since coming off the IL. And both these pitchers have looked good. Herman, 2-0, 0.75 ERA in 2 starts since returning. He's not looked good against the Rays, but he's a different pitcher this year. Rays are 6-2 in their past 8. Yankees are 19-6 in their past 25. Trinos was in Baltimore on Friday, and he looked good. Noel, I don't think they're going to trade these guys now. They're just too close. Big Ragu also on first 5. Tampa Bay, New York, under. And Jamel Stone says New York game will be postponed. Heavy rain and winds in the forecast. Interesting, because when I come here, it doesn't say that. It says 7% chance of rain here in this site. Let me check a different site. Because it's the Boston game that looks like it's going to be rained out. Let me check a different site quickly here and see if it's a waste of time us capping this game. Here we go. The Yankees weather. I've got no Oh, I guess you're right. Oh, it starts raining late, and a lot of rain. And maybe they rush if they're rushing to get the first 5 in. That will help our under. And Dom Reach is saying super hot and humid at the Yankee game. Big storm coming on. Poker Addicted 79 says I got Rays Yankees under first 5 at 5.5 because of Poppy's hair. I get it. Ben Sports 24/7 says going to deal tonight, taking LA money line. Aloha Eastside Rolla breaking down the FIP and XFIP for both Trinos and Herman. These guys look good right now. They look good, and I would like to make a move. Dom Reach says rain starting around 7. See what I have the rain starting here. I have the rain starting at 9. I have the rain starting at 9 here in this book. I'm going to make a move on it. Aloha Eastside Roller says wind blowing to center field at 6.72. It's funny. I've seen quite a few people on the under. I've seen no one push the over. And Aloha Eastside Roller, if the umps are worried about getting in the game, they're going to call the mediocre pitches as strikes. 6 runs is not easy against Trinos and Herman. All right, I'm going to take the L away from it. I'm going to make a move on this under. If they try to speed up this game, it's going to cash. Okay, first 5, under 5.5. The best line I can get is at Intertops, minus 105. Under 5.5 at minus 1. First 5, under 5.5 at minus 105. My first edition. Okay. Let's keep rolling along. We have done Dodgers, Phillies. We've done Yankees, Rays. And now we're moving towards the Nationals, Orioles. Fetty versus Aaron Brooks. Aaron Brooks was put on or DFA'd by the A's, and he's picked up by these Orioles. Fetty also has been picked up because they moved Strasburg to start against the Braves. Nationals are hitting 245, 736 OPS versus righties. Orioles are hitting 233, 692 OPS versus righties. And Ty Clinton saying, good call, Poppy, on the first 5 under in the Cubs game. And we have I'm going to fix. So for Poppy for next week, I'll have the chat live so we can roll with you guys. Flipper13 says, welcome to the party, JTP. God, it feels good to be here, Flip. You better meet us in Miami, man. It's going off. Larry Savage says, brisk pace, and I haven't been doing a good enough job of that. Okay, let's take a quick look at the market move in the Nationals-Orioles game. That first 5 is at 6.5. But I don't know what Aaron Brooks is possibly going to give us. We're going to go to full game money lines and totals here. Full game money lines and totals. Nationals, Orioles. Opens at minus 174. There's been no movement. No movement. And the total opened at 11.5 in another game where there's been very, very little movement. Bookie Lover Q says Washington rolls, got Braves tomorrow, need to win. There's Trevor Loudon. My guy says Jimmy couldn't catch the other shows this week because of work. It was great to see you in the Lowback family on the weekend. Leche. Trevor Loudon, you're our guy, man. Just absolutely love rolling with you. Come down to Miami and party with us. But what a treat it was to hang with you for a minute in Toronto, my guy, Trevor Loudon. Okay. Oh no, Twatty says Flipper wifey said no. Come on. Has she seen the hotel? It's gorgeous, Flip. Aloha Eastside Rolla liking the over in Nationals Orioles. Nationals have won 31 of 43. Eric Fetty coming in first start with the Nationals since June 20th. Aaron Brooks acquired off of waivers from Oakland. He went 2 2/3 in his first start, didn't allow a hit, 0 walks, 2 Ks. He's not gonna see the lineup 3 times for sure, probably not even twice. Baltimore has not been playing well since the All-Star break. They're just not hitting. I mean, Mancini was 0 for 24 before getting a hit in that Tuesday loss. Dwight Smith Jr., who was raking, is 0 for 28 in July. And then we have Hanser Alberto, who's now on the paternity list, right? He's not in that lineup. Let's take a look at this lineup right now. Where is it? There it is. For the Orioles, VR, Mancini, Cisco, Nunez, Santander, Davis, Wilkerson, Ruiz. It's an ugly, ugly lineup. They're giving Smith the day off. Alberto is on, gone for the 5 days. And then for the Nationals, Turner, Eaton, Rendon, Soto, Kendrick, Adams, Dozier, Robles, Gomes. Kaiser says, don't sleep on Baltimore at home tonight. They're just not hitting. Okay, good work, Flipper. There's still a chance. Christopher Comentini says, the hotel is legit. Dom saying, do you have a link? Yes, I do, Dom. Here is the link. For the hotel. Right now, there we go. If anybody wants a link, book it. Here we go. The link. Russell Gordy saying Fetty is trash. There's the link for Miami right there. I understand that Fetty's trash, but this Orioles lineup is going to do nothing. Let's see what a team total I could get. Do we still have a difficult time trusting this bullpen? But I just see the Orioles doing nothing offensively. Absolutely nothing. 4.5. The Orioles get the 5 runs? I don't know if they do. I feel like the under is in play. But Brooks is going to get lit up. Boogie Lover Q says Nats get extra bat. Nats roll. I think the Nats roll here. Now, Fetty has 19 walks and 40 and a third. But this is not a professional hitting lineup. Aloha Eastside Roller, we need you. There's Jonathan Succi ready to go. Both bullpens horrible. Captain Much says, Jimmy, let these haters know how we hit last night. Yeah, Jay, it was a glorious, glorious day, my guy. It was a glorious, glorious day. Muhammad Joma's on the Nationals run line. I'm going to leave this as a lean right now. I lean towards the Nationals minus 1.5, and I don't see how the Orioles get 5 runs. Their lineup is just so bad right now. I don't see how they get runs. They're going to get 5 runs in this game. But Aloha Eastside Rolla talking about the bullpens being so terrible. That's for show 94. Says, coming to Florida, baby. Who's coming with us? I love it. For show 94. Right there. Parlay Poppy, Fetty's lefties slugged 910 off him. Woe with 388 against lefties compared to 271 against righties. 4 lefties and 2 switchers to face Fetty tonight. But Optimus Prime saying Baltimore bats cold as ice. Coco saying Baltimore whole team is trash, but Daryl Lyle's liking the over. I'm going to leave those as leans right now. I'm just going to leave those as leans. Ramon Scott says bad pitching on both sides leads to higher variance. Can only recommend plus money at home with Baltimore. And Larry Savage saying Indians to win AL Central is a great bet, man. I hope so. And also it gives us an opportunity to hedge. I couldn't believe you could get the Indians to win the division at plus 600 today. Red Girl on that first 500 too. I like that. Dom Reach said I have a good friend whose cousin owns a local bar in Hollywood. He's going to call him. Maybe we take over a local bar show. I would love that. I would absolutely love that, Dom. And I will connect with you for sure about that. Okay, let's keep rolling. I'm not making a move on that game. Then we have the Tigers-Indians spot we were talking about. The question is, does Turnbull pitch better? He's now coming back from the IL. We have Clevenger, who has 46 Ks and 29 in the third. We have a Tigers team that is so bad, 229, 668 OPS versus righties. Indians, 248, 755 OPS versus righties. Cleveland, 20 home runs, 66 runs during its 9-2 run to move 4.5 games behind the Twins. Naquin rolling, batting 448. They're just rolling. And then here we have a team that can do nothing and does nothing against Clevenger. Candelario, 1 for 11 with 6 Ks. Cabrera, 2 for 15 against them. Detroit's offense, last in the majors in runs, last in hits. Shutout for the 9th time this season on Tuesday. They got 1 hit. And then we have Spencer Turnbull. So 0-3 with a 7.07 ERA and 3 starts against the Indians coming into Wednesday's game. Mercado smashes against them. Kipnis, Santana, but I'm not going to take him minus 300. Turnbull returning from the IL. Will he be better? That's the question. Will he be better? For show like in the over. Larry Savage says fade the Tigers. Let's see. What else? Chris Kaiser says, hitting or not, Baltimore always seems to pop up when you least expect it. And they're usually somewhere between plus 200 and plus 500. I get it. Isan Sofagari said, Baltimore hasn't scored more than 4 runs in the last 6 games. I am interested in that. Fade the Tiger, or Larry Savage says, fade the Tigers. I mean, I get it, but at what point do you stop doing that? And Turnbull at minus 300, is it, do you want to stop doing that? Like, I just don't want to take, and right now I can just sit back and cheers. There's Giants smashing 10-5. Russell Gordon saying Clevenger minus 300. I get it. The Herb says Indians win, but even the run line is too spendy. And let's look at what we get if we were deciding to hammer these totals. Sorry. Okay, here we go. This is the line movement, full game. Huge move towards them. Huge. Bookmaker's gone up to minus 315. BetOnline opened this at minus 240. It's now minus 297. This total opened up at 9.5, and then it moved down to 9. And there's BetOnline and Pinnacle already at 8.5. If you have a book still hanging in 9, I mean, it's juiced pretty heavy, but I guess they're saying Turnbull has a nice start. There's my guy, Mr. Fat Fist in the house. Dion Davis says Indian run line easy. You know, I get it. But what are you paying for that? Let's look at it right now. Indians run line minus 150, minus 160. I'm just not interested in that. I'll be cheering for the Indians every game, and I don't really need to bet them. All right. Let's keep rolling along. Blue Jays, Red Sox, 83 Fahrenheit, rain, 7 miles per hour out to center. Let's see what the weather here on Daily Baseball Data has to say about whether this game will go off on time. Here we go to the Jays game. 62%, 74. I mean, the light rain starts late. This game's probably going to be pushed. Jays, Red Sox, Sanchez, Rodriguez. Jays are hitting 245, 710 OPS versus lefties. Red Sox are hitting 250. Red Sox hitting 280, 830 OPS versus righties. Rodriguez coming off one of his best starts of the year, struck out 10 against the Dodgers, allowed one run, over 7 innings, gave up 2 runs in 12 innings this month. Hasn't lost in 6 starts in June 9th. He's rolling. Rodriguez faced Toronto back in May, 6 runs in 5 innings against the Jays. Lifetime 3-4, 4.80 ERA. Prior to the series, Jays had scored 2 runs or less 5 times. They have 27 hits over their last 2 games. They're rolling. Now Sanchez is awful. Lost each of his last 9 starts and 12 straight decisions with an 8.05 ERA since May. I don't know what has happened to this guy. I don't know what has happened to this guy. We got Jin Rummy joining us too. We got a lot of great cappers in the chat. Let's get some winners. Our guy Lamont is looking for a parlay. Avi Gold saying Sanchez is so bad. He is so bad. How long ago, what was it, 2016, he wins the ERA title. 2017 and 18, he's dealing with blisters. What's his excuse now? Dave Ellis says, I can't wait when you yell, I love you, Dave, Indians. I can't wait either. And also getting 11 units on the show as an official pick would be absolutely wonderful. Let's take a look at these lineups, but with rain affecting this game, I don't want to be too involved. I don't want to have too much involvement. Let's take a look at batter versus pitcher and see if Sanchez has okay numbers against any of these Red Sox. Here we go. Sanchez against them, 241 average, 719 OPS. He's good against them. You know, this is the kind of situation I would think Sanchez would step up. In all honesty, I would think Sanchez would step up. And Rodriguez has been so good against everybody else, but not so good against the Jays. Let's see what's Christopher Comatini saying. Mechanics is his excuse. Bookie Lover Q says worst control in MLB by far. Sanchez will retire. And Mr. Fatfish says stop whispering, Jimmy. Am I whispering again? Oh man, oh God, that got me yesterday. Okay, so here we go. It opened at 11. It's still at 11. Being an 18-cent move towards the Jays. It opened at minus 260. It's now minus 242. The rain's playing havoc. If there was no rain, I would think about taking a shot with Sanchez stepping up in Fenway. I really would. There's a reason why he keeps getting these opportunities. He still had an option left. We could have sent him down. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to make a move on it. And going to keep rolling. Let's go to a game. And so let's see how many games we have left. We have 1, 2, 3. I have to ensure that we cap each and every one of these games. 4 games left. And it's 407. Perfect. Okay. Now we're on a game that I'm already on. Padres, Marlins, first 5 under 4. I got it at minus 118 on the show. Let's see what I would get it right now. Here we go. Padres, Marlins, first 5 is now at 3.5 at Pinnacle, which is such a good sign for us. When Pinnacle takes it down to 3.5, it is such a good sign for us, those of us who are on the 4. That makes me extremely happy. Now, Drew Martin is on the full game, which I get, but I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I'm in my run to plus units this year. It's all first 5s. I've tried to take the bullpens out of it unless it's a bullpen I really trust. And I don't really trust either of these bullpens. John Gisletta says, remember the Yin Yang Twins whisper song? Of course I remember the whisper song. Man, not Pickle says Ski disapproves of your whispering, Jimmy. Oh, man. Trey Hicks says, Jimmy, can we take a moment to talk about Dave LA saying before the season started, wait on taking Cleveland to win the division. They're banged up. We'll get a better price later, then take them. Yes, we can. Sue's 387, the inventor of the punch in the gooch, is joining us straight out of Hawaii. And Flipper13 says, now you're too loud. Oh, no. I'm whispering so your stepdad doesn't jump in out of nowhere and bet the Indians. Oh, no. Run, hits, and errors under 27.5. Okay. All right. Got to stay focused. And Dom Reach says, I'm the opposite, Jim. First 5 killed me. You know, we use whatever works. And it's working for me right now, and I'm sticking to it. The problem is for the big boss contest on SBR, they don't have first 5, so I'm 19-9. So you can see I'm eating, but not. I got to get to that 60 game mark. You have to have at least 60 games, or you don't get the 200 bet points or an opportunity to cash. All right, Chris Paddock. I had an idea, and it was probably a mistake. It was when he went up against Kershaw, and I was wondering if he was going to be too jacked up, and I still didn't fade him, which I should have, and he got lit up. And then I was trying to figure out, and when he came back after a couple bad starts, he came back to San Diego. I was like, oh, he's not mentally right. Then he threw a beautiful, beautiful start. I don't have a great read on Chris Paddock, but Trevor Richards is, when his changeup is rolling, he is tough to beat. And when he's going up against a team that hasn't seen him a lot, he is tough to beat. Terrell Goodman says, a lot of people have forgotten, but that Whisper song came out over 15 years ago. Terrell, man, yeah, Mr. Fatfish, I think you should whisper again. I think almost every single one of your plays hit last night. I know. When I start whispering, you know I'm focused. Apex Orca saying, Halo, stay hot tonight. We're going to talk about that. And Terrell, I copied and pasted your Twitter handle, and my mistake for not grabbing. I'm going to jump on it. I follow all the low baggers. Okay. I'm on both these guys. Let's take a look at batter versus pitcher in this spot. No one's seen Paddock, which is great. And the Marlins ate last night when we faded Logan Allen. And I said, within a month, Logan Allen will be back in the Pacific Coast League where he belongs. Enjoy your cup of coffee in the show. They're hitting 111 off Trevor Richards with a 384 OPS. They are 1 for 9. Now, I know it's a tiny sample size. But I like this spot. a lot. Parlay Poppy says Richards faced San Diego in June, gave up 0 runs with a .6 whip, 8 strikeouts through 5 innings, but been getting annihilated lately. Yes, he has been getting annihilated lately. Where do I have Richards' stuff? So he's on a 5-game losing streak. Last earned a win in Miami's 9-3 victory at San Diego. That was his last win. Let's get a better look at exactly. Well, I've already made the bet, but for you guys thinking of making it, and you certainly don't want to take it at 3.5. You need that 4 for the push. Let's take a quick look at what we'd be getting here. Okay, there we go. I'm going to take a quick look at just each and every one of these starts that he's had and how bad were they. Here we go. Trevor Richards. There he is. See, how bad were they? 6 straight losses that he's pitched in, but 2 of them would be nice. And, that's tough squads. And Tomarino Tomar brought it up on the morning show. The Nationals, the Phillies, and the Braves, all divisional foes that have seen him a lot. I think he bounces back here and has an okay start at home. All right. Let's keep rolling. Russell Gordon says, who are the dogs tonight? And Parlay Poppy says, Padres seem the side. You know what? The teams that have come out of the break, losing after the All-Star break, are, to me, teams that don't have leadership. It's so important to roll, and I see the Padres as a team that does not have a lot of leadership. Isan Solfagari says, I like the Padres today. San Diego will get to Richards, and Paddock will shut them down. Well, let's see exactly what the market move is being. Here we go, full game, money lines and totals. Hello, Eastside Roller says Jimmy mumbles. I apologize. And SBR Forum got a tip. Stinky Pinky is on the Rangers today. I don't know Stinky Pinky. And I'm not sure if I'm even interested. Von Polo says the Orioles game will definitely have a rain delay. It's pouring, thunderstorming right now. Wow. Okay, let's keep rolling here right now. Stinky Pinky actually does have me interested. I was trying to tell myself I wasn't interested, but I guess I am. I guess I have to be honest there. Okay, let's talk about this spot. San Diego opening at -145, now at -165. Yeah, it's just the Marlins were eating yesterday. Paddock has had a long time off since the All-Star break. They wanted to keep his innings down. I'm going to stick with that, but I guess you guys are right. But if these Marlins start getting confident at home and feel good about them, non-applicable thinks Fetty is Stinky Pinky. I'm not sure if that's the case. Okay, I'm going to stick with the first 5 under 4 at -118. I already bet that. I like that play. But I'm not entirely sure about Paddock with that long break. I mean, we just saw Cease with a 12-day break, and he looked terrible. Mr. Fatfish said, I went to a massage parlor to get a quote, and happy ending, she left me hanging so bad I'm all backed up now. That's tough. You're chock full. Nobody wants to be chock full. Trenton Claxton. Beautiful. Trenton Claxton, who will be hanging with us in Miami, is on Miami +1.5, and the Angels +1.5 as free money. Wow. Okay, let's keep rolling onto the Diamondbacks. And I jumped on the Diamondbacks first 5 at minus 127. I'd be very curious. We didn't have our odds page working at the time. I'd be very interested to see if I could have got better, if there's better right now. And the Aloha East Side Roller liking the over 7.5 in that game. Guru Sports says, I'm leaving this one alone. Too high for a Padres team. I agree with that. And Parlay Poppy says, almost like the over enough to bet on Miami. Interesting. Okay, we're going to look at this first 5 with these Diamondbacks. If I took it now, okay, good. At least I beat the line move. I was using Pinnacle's line. Pinnacle doesn't have it up here for some reason. Let's see what Pinnacle has it at right now. Here we go. Game lines, first half. If I wanted these Diamondbacks, minus 126. Wow, okay, so I could have got 1 cent better. I guess that's not a big enough line move. Line move to be worried about. Let's talk about Ray and why we are backing him right now. Oh, Bookie Lover Q talking about the Astros spot says, I definitely feel you, but if you look at Cole's record on the road, last 3 away, he's been getting hit and taking L's. Can't blame you for looking for the Houston bounce back. I hear that. Z Mike in the house says, Dodgers -1, Yankees -1, and Angels money line. There we have it. And Ron Lofton says, on everything D-backs against Chavez. I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. I think where is the biggest advantage in this game? And it's on the mound with Ray against Sanchez. Or Chavez, excuse me. So Jesse Chavez against these Diamondbacks has not been good. They are 14 for 38 against them. Not a lot of power, but still a 368 average. Against Ray, these guys hit Ray. But it's guys like Fedorowicz. Is he even going to be in the lineup? Let's take a quick look at the lineups here and compare and contrast. Here we go. Oh, we don't have a... Let me refresh, see if we get a Diamondbacks lineup. And we do. Okay. For Arizona, and Fedorowicz is in the lineup because he eats off of Ray. Interesting. And they want as many right-handed bats as possible. For the Diamondbacks, Dyson, Marte, Escobar, Walker, Jones, Lamb, Ahmed, Cron, and Kelly. That's a pretty good lineup for them. For the Rangers, Chu, DeShields, Andrews, Pence, Santana, Forsythe, Odor, Cabrera, and Fedorowicz. All right, so Santana, Chu batting 286, Forsythe, 5 for 11. It's making me a little nervous. Twadi is on Arizona in this spot. MMK saying Astros left 14 runners on. John Gisletta is on the Angels' first 5 team total over. And Drew from the SBR forum saying since the All-Star break, Giants and A's are combined 11-1. Wow, and we'll be 13-1. Wow, that is absolutely wild. Super Cisco says Cole's been getting hit. And now Max on Atletico, MG, and Copa Brazil, along with Flamengo. Interesting, I like it. All right. Okay, Viper MB asking what Guru's play of the day is. It's about to cash. I believe his play of the day is the Oakland A's -1.5. Well, I'm already on the Diamondbacks first 5, fading Chavez, and there's not much I can do now. Alex Ramirez, Spidey play of the day, Red Sox run line and Indians run line. Are you parlaying that? Huh. Interesting. And Super Cisco is all over Angels, team total over 3.5. That might be a very good look. Why don't we jump to that game and then move back to the White Sox game? I'm not going to add anything else with this Diamondbacks Rangers spot. I'm going to stick with the Diamondbacks first 5. That's where I feel like I have my biggest advantage. Avi Gold says Rangers are a good first 5 team for me, but I like Diamondbacks today, but the taint is the Rangers. This is from our guy, Matt Randall. Taint play today. Rangers money line. Love the spot here for the Rangers. Think they get to Ray early and often. Plus money, great value. You're right, Flip. You know, I've already got $400 on the under 5.5 of the Miami Dolphins. I took the over 6.5 on the Bills, under 5.5 with the Dolphins. And then I started panicking. I had like Joe Yurkovich's voice in my head, and I was like, you know what? Don't make futures 2 months before the season starts, you idiot. And I stopped, but I've got a bunch. The Colts, the Chargers, and the Falcons are teams I really want to make futures on, and we'll talk about it soon. Okay, and Don Ricci had the Tampa Bay bet with the parlay Yanks Rangers. Okay, I'm going to stick with that. There's my guy Gary Horvath in the house, and Russell Gordy says too many on Texas, hate that. And Bookie Lover Q says Rangers stats versus good lefties, unbelievable, just trash. The Rangers have been bad against lefties. That's why it surprised me when I went to the batter versus pitcher that they seem to hit Ray. The Rangers are batting .231, .716 OPS versus lefties, and that number is going down. And Ray's hammering right now. Jonathan Succi says, no more Lions, Jimmy. We'll be talking more CFL. We have Al Mack, who's very good at CFL. He's going to do a little baseball as well tomorrow, but he's going to be talking CFL, and I'm ready to go to dive in. This is last year, because even 2 or 3 years ago, I wasn't hammering CFL as hard as I hammered it last year, and we had a decent year, up 4.5 units by the end of it. It was decent. We can do better this year, and I'm going to be rolling on it. Okay. Flipper13 said you should have bet more on the Fins under, especially if on credit. It was on credit, and you're making me think I should have. Okay, let's keep rolling along right now. We have White Sox Royals, but everyone's talking about Astros Angels, so let's talk about that game right now. First, let's look up the market movement in this game. Sorry, I'm on first half right now. We're going to full game, money lines, and totals. Here we go. This is the game where there's been no movement at all. No movement. A 1 cent move towards the Astros, and the total is stuck at 9 at minus 112. Let's look at the pitching stats. Against Gerrit Cole, 229 with a 677 OPS. We've been talking about him struggling on the road of late. Against Pena, 204 and a 658 OPS. Now, they could put in a different pitcher to start the game. And because of that, if you are taking the Angels, make sure that you click action, because if Pena doesn't start, which is possible, that they bring someone in for 2 innings, you could lose your action. All right. Keith Sadler says first year for CFL. Great hit, Keith Sadler, on that parlay. Attaboy, man. Attaboy. Get that cash. Russell Gordy's on the Angels and over, and Super Cisco says Angels team total over 3.5 is low. Let's look quickly here while we have it open at Gerrit Cole and what he's done lately on the road. I'm going to pull this up right now. This will just take me 1 second. Here we go. Houston Astros, Gerrit Cole on the road. His overall numbers are not quite as good as they were earlier in the year. This year on the road, his whip is still very good, 1.17. His ERA is 3.61. Let's take a look at him on the road of late. He was at Texas, which we know is a tough place to pitch if you throw with a lot of velocity. It's pretty easy for those pop-ups to turn into home runs. 6 innings, 4 earned runs, 3 home runs. And then before that, he was at Cincinnati, and he shut down those Reds. Now, those Reds had never seen him. The Angels have seen him. Against the Angels, though, at home, he shut them out in 7 innings. That was 2 starts ago. Oh, I'm just a little hesitant now. Rich G says Angels have been mashing. Team total over 3.5 looks good. And Parlay Poppy says what I also read was that Pena will be a starter today. Okay. I'm still nervous about it. Big Guru says Astros bat suspect. And Guru Sports Bet says Cole looked very good against Angels and in general. And Neil Frank likes the Angels team total over 3.5 as well as plus money with minus 1.5 plus 310 is also tempting. Russell Gordy says, is Pena going to be the one to give up the streak when he started it? Parlay Poppy says, who's on this WNBA game leaning under on Storm? Seems so low at 143. Let's talk about that game to close up the show. I guess I don't feel comfortable here. I mean, the value is clearly on these Angels, but Pena coming off of that, I guess I'm just uncomfortable. And we don't know yet. We expect Trout to be in the lineup, but Trout always says he's good to go. And let me see if we get a refresh here and see, and we don't. So I'm not making a move on it. I guess what I'm saying is that I think the Astros would be the play, but I don't want to get in the way of streaks, and that's something that Dave's been talking about. Ron Lofton says, you've been on the Angels, A's, or Giants. How can you get off them until they lose 2 in a row? Coco Bongo says Trout in. We don't know if Trout's in. Ron Lofton, that's a good point, and it's a mistake. It's a mistake that I've done it. We saw the Giants win today, and I wasn't on them. But that doesn't mean I'm just going to hammer these Angels today, and I'm not going to. Gerrit Cole has looked good lately. And you know, I'm not going to make a move here. Look, there's no reason for me right now when I'm on a roll to push quantity. And I had 15 bets last night, and it was a monstrous 11-4 day. But I felt angles that I had to make. You know, Ramon Scott says, I respect a slight move to the over in Houston, LA. All right, I'm off it. Let's find an angle on this White Sox-Royals game. We have the lineups. We have the market moves. We have the pitcher versus batter stats. We have everything we need to bank this. Let's find how we do it. Here we go. White Sox, Nova, Duffy. Total opens at 10. It's now at 10.5. And it's the Royals open at minus 130, and that's stuck. That's where they are. Excuse me, is minus 130. Court Wiley says, hi, everyone. What's the taint today? The taint is the Texas Rangers. The taint is the Texas Rangers. Okay, White Sox, Royals, 94 Fahrenheit, humid, 13 miles per hour, out to left center. White Sox, 17-29 on the road. When we came back from the All-Star break, I told you guys that I have a sneaking suspicion that the White Sox are giving up in the second half. They're testing players out in certain positions, and they don't have leadership in the lineup. I feel like Giolito's a leader. I've always felt that. I actually like Ronaldo Lopez. I have never been very heavy against this weak White Sox rotation. It's these guys. Do you trust Yoan Moncada? I know he's putting up great numbers, but is he going to lead your team? Is Abreu going to lead your team? And I just have this suspicion that they're going to lose, and that's what they've been doing. White Sox rating 271, 754 OPS versus lefties. Royals rating 252, 731 OPS versus righties. Nova is pitching better. Still has a 5.60 ERA, 1.54 whip. Duffy, 3-5, 4.64 ERA, 1.42 whip. All right. Duffy will be starting against the White Sox for the first time this season. They haven't. Parlay Poppy says can't take the Royals as a favorite. He went 2-1 with a 3.57 ERA in 4 career starts against Chicago last year. I'm more interested in the White Sox, but I just don't trust their bats to do anything. What's Neil Frank says? My Sox couldn't hit a basketball if it was coming at them. Don't back them until they get back home. Plus, Eloy just got hurt last night. He did. Jimenez just got hurt. Much love to you, Court Wiley, my guy. Thank you for watching. There's BidXN says, yeah, by price, has to be the White Sox. Parlay Poppy, Duffy, 153 at bats versus White Sox, 752 OPS, but a 294 average White Sox without Jimenez. I think that this should be the spot. And Chip Plylar liking the Padres full game over makes me a little uncomfortable. Okay, let's keep going. So Duffy got the start in Kansas City's first game off the All-Star break. He had a 2-1 lead. Then he was hit in the hand by a liner. It was a 71 mile per hour exit velocity, but he said that his hand went numb and he kept pitching. Nova has a 4.35 ERA in 2 starts against the Royals this season. 5.17 ERA in 6 starts for Kansas City in his career. He's lost 3 of his past 4 starts, but he's pitching better. He's pitched at least 5 innings in 10 straight starts. Lasted at least 5 innings in all but 3 of his 19 starts. He won his final outing before the All-Star break. He shut the Cubs down for 5 2/3. And in 2018, he went 4-3 with a 3.86 ERA after the All-Star break. And it looks like that's what he's doing now. So he goes 7.42 ERA in his first 9 starts. And then he's got a 4.14 ERA in his past 10 starts. And he says, quote unquote, the first 2 months killed me, really killed me, but I'm pitching better. Now, he gave up 4 runs on 10 hits in 6 innings at Oakland on Friday, but those Oaklands are mashing. Those A's are mashing. Okay, what I'm getting to, but the Royals aren't going to have Alberto Mondesi. Did we go over these lineups? Here we go. Who's playing shortstop? Nicky Lopez. God, that's an ugly Royals lineup. Merrifield, Cuthbert, Gordon, Dozier, Soler. That's great. And then Lopez, Starling, and Duda at first. And Villarreal catching. Duffy. Interesting. For the White Sox, Garcia, Moncada, Abreu, McCann, Jay Castillo, Cordell, Sanchez, Goins. All right, I think I might have a move here. Let's go back to these totals. It opened at 10, 10.5. Let's see first half. 6. And there's been very little movement. You know what I'm doing? I'm going to take the first half under. Let's go again and look at the weather here. The weather in Kansas City is 13 miles per hour out to left center. Hot and humid. 13 miles per hour out to left center. I don't like that. Let's just compare what the weather is here on RotoWire. They have 14 miles per hour out. That does give me pause. But 7 runs is a lot. I think that we can stay under 6 runs. Anil Frank says yes, under. And there's Anil Frank, first 5 under 6 in Sox Royals. I think we can keep it under 7 runs. These offenses are doing nothing. I mean, the Royals' offense has been much better, but it's just a weak-looking group. All right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the under. First 5 under. An addition to my card. Here we go. First 5 under 6. And I'm getting that at minus 111 at Pinnacle. There's been a 3-cent move towards the under. All right, book it. Book it, book it, book it. So we are in business. That is your baseball card. I'm staying off of Astros Angels. And that is your baseball card. All right. Dirk Diggler in the house. Thank you for joining us. Dirk Diggler in the house. My guy. Okay. And the pink eye play of the day from our guy, the Pink Eye Genie, who not only caps, but also spreads pink eye awareness, is Diamondbacks moneyline minus 125. I like that. And that's also a play endorsed by our very own Twate Latte. All right, so I've started the day losing Mets first 5 plus a half. They win the game 14-4, and I lose that. But then I cash Pirates first 5 plus 122. And then I cash Reds Cubs first 5 under 4.5. So we're in okay shape. And we don't have a lot of plays late. We're going to talk about that WNBA game. I'm on the Rays Yankees first 5 under 5.5 and minus 105. I'm on, it was that Nationals Orioles. Do I want to take these leans? Do I want to trust Fetty? I'm just going to quickly look up what Fetty's been doing in the minor. I already looked this up. It's a small sample size, and it didn't help me. I looked that up earlier. Nationals Orioles. The only move I guess I could take would be this Nationals team on the run line, but that's not what's been putting money in my pocket. That's first half. Let's see what full game is. And Aaron Brooks is fighting for a job. Nationals minus 1.5, minus 125, minus 130. You know what? I don't want it. And Ramon Scott says, oh my God, it's pink eye versus taint. You're right, Ramon Scott. Oh, what a war. What a tremendous rivalry pink eye and taint have had for generations. I mean, if you look back at our fathers, they died of pink eye. I mean, pink eye would knock you out. They'd kill you at 30 years old. Now we get pink eye and we're good to go. We show up at work. Polly Poppy says, Fetty due to get crushed. I don't think Orioles the one to do it to him. Ron Lofton tailing that under 6. Royals first 5. I like that. Avi Gold says, Taint is due a win, but I lean towards the D-backs. All right, you know what? Poppy, you don't have a play on this game, and I don't need to reach here. I'm on a good run, and I don't need to reach. And I'm not going to reach. Those leans are gone. Orioles team total under gone. Nationals minus 1.5 gone. Okay, so let's go over our late plays again. So we start with first 5 under 5.5, Rays Yankees. I'm off Dodgers Phillies comfortably. Off Nats Orioles. Don't need to force things. I'm rolling right now. Tigers Indians. Who cares? Blue Jays Red Sox. Man, do I have any plays, man? Okay, there we go. Padres Marlins. First 5 under 4. Diamondbacks first 5 minus 127. White Sox Royals first 5 under 6. Not a lot of plays. And man, I need to come back here with a plus sign beside my goddamn record. Man, can you put up my record one more time? Can this be the last time we see a minus beside my record in 2019? Rafa, can you pop it up there? Please. Now, I'm 2-1 today. I'm officially up. And Rafa's waving goodbye to the negative sign. Negative units, please. Please, no more. Okay. Now, let's talk. You guys were just eating in WNBA. Aloha Eastside Rolla gave us the dream. And then the Wings Mercury, we were told that the Wings were the play. And I didn't make that move. There's Aloha Eastside Rolla right there. Atlanta Dream plus 7, play of the day. And I got Joe Anisi, New York Mets, St. Louis money line, San Francisco money line. Joe Anisi sweeping the board. Donald Not Applicable says, I don't think you could give pink eye to yourself. Don't challenge me, Not Applicable. Don't challenge me. Do not fucking challenge me. Because I will show up tomorrow with the nastiest pink eye you've ever seen in your life. Storm Lynx. Final game on the card, then we'll bring in Freddie Fortune. Seattle Storm looking for their third straight victory. What a mess. You have to be watching this team each and every game to know what's going on now. There's, the team's looking into the abuse allegations with Natasha Howard. Is she even going to be in the lineup? She leads the team with 17.4 points, 8.2 boards. Is she going to be in the lineup? Does anybody know if Natasha Howard is going to be booted for her domestic? They already dealt with Dan Hughes' cancer diagnosis, injuries to Brianna Stewart, Sue Bird, and Jewel Lloyd. I mean, how much can this team take? Minnesota's got Odyssey Sims, who's got her own boozing situations to worry about. Sylvia Fowles is a beast. I don't know. It just seems like there's a ton of moving parts here. Let's look at full games, money line, and totals. Here we go. And the Yankees game's being postponed. Wow. Thank you for letting me know, Dave. Oh no. Let's get the Giants out of this game, man. I need Keith Sadler to eat. Yankees game is being postponed. Wow, we're running out of plays. We are running out of plays. Randy C says suspended. Okay, and it's off the board now. Okay. Suspended yesterday. Sorry, you guys are talking about the basketball game. Sorry. Okay, suspended yesterday. So there will be no Natasha Howard in. So with that said, I mean, is the under in play? Because we know that the Storm are going to play hard. Let's see. You guys talking about where to pick up the best weed. I get it. And not a lot of people. And the Phillies game rained out too? Oh, man. Oh, and Flipper already bet the over 146. Look, I've not been putting in the enough work to sit here. I would rather have an expert come in and tell us. And they already did. Aloha Eastside Roller came in and gave us the gold. And I just didn't initially tail it. Well, it's a sad way to end when we see the plays coming off the board. Looks like the Yankees game is off. Oh, and Diedrich Davis does like the under, going up against Flip. Interesting. Well, that is today's card. So if we lose, so I'm 2 for 1 and up, because I got that plus 122 with the Pirates. So up a little more than a unit. And then here we go. If I lose the Rays, Yankees, first 5 under 5.5. I'm not on the Dodgers, Phillies. I'm not going to force a play because of it. I'm not on Nationals, Orioles. Okay, so then I'll still have the Padres, Marlins, first 5 under 4. The Diamondbacks, first 5. And the White Sox, Royals, first 5 under 6. You know what? I'll take it. Parlay Poppy says, this Boston game going to be rained out? Not to worry. We have we don't have an enormous, but we have a nice looking Thursday card, better than usual. And Don Regis says, told you guys it was raining earlier. Okay, one more time. Before we bring in Freddie Fortune, here is the link to our dope-ass hotel and our deal. There we go. There is the link right there. Get in on it. Join us in Miami. And with that being said, let's bring in someone who sadly looks like they are not going to Miami. That's not funny. Let's bring in none other than Freddie Fortune. Freddie, what up?
Hey, what up?
How are you?
Good. I'm doing fine, thank you.
You seem very down. You were in a much better mood 45 minutes ago. What happened?
You know what happened?
Well, we're capping a card here, Freddie. I mean, how much attention do you want? I mean, now's your time to have all the attention.
Okay.
I know it's been a rough month for you. What's on your mind now? Is look like you might get the green light to Miami?
No.
No.
I just did something.
You just did something.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's that? What did you do?
Do you really want to know?
Well, you brought it up. I think the people in the chat deserve to hear what's going on.
No, it's a joke. I didn't do anything. I don't know what's going on with me.
Yeah, you seem awful.
I've been having a weird day,
Yeah. All right. Why don't we talk about your action? What are you on right now?
One moment I'm super down, and then I'm all happy, and then I'm down again. You know what's funny? When people talk about my pants being all tight,
Yeah.
it's funny.
Let's Vegas Lawrence coming in saying WNBA 54% of tickets on under, 84% of money on the under. Seems like sharp money coming in. Vegas Lawrence, thank you for joining us. I would like to jump on that under. But I'm not going to go up against Flip. He's been watching these games closely and liking the over, but that under seems to make sense with all the issues going on with the Storm.
Do you remember when you and our no longer friend, because he doesn't love us, when you said the word gallina? It was super funny. I remember laughing with you guys on the field, having fun, making picnics, eating sandwiches.
All right, I think I'm just going to leave.
No,
Just gonna
don't
go.
leave.
Yeah, I think.
This is a happy moment for me. No, don't leave. I don't know what to do. This is your show.
All right, well, I've heard you.
It's
moan
not
up-
betting with Freddie Fortune.
What is everyone's trying to offer you different drugs to make you feel better? Do you have a play that we could hear?
Yes, of course. This is for the Europa League qualifiers.
Nice.
You know what makes me happy? What's the only thing that actually makes me happy? Draws.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you're the crown prince of draws.
Crown Prince of Ties.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah, it's Krakow versus Streda to draw at plus 230.
Ooh, that's a big plus line.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm surprised, extremely surprised that this man wasn't allowed into America.
I'm not allowed yet into America.
Seems like a functioning human being to me. Vegas Lawrence says,
How,
Flipper, thank
how
you.
can I tell Mr. America to let me in?
You know, he's a pretty tough nut to crack, that Mr. America. Coco Bongo says, I'm surprised Freddie doesn't have to wear a helmet.
Why should I wear a helmet?
All right. I know that the games have been rained out, and I don't want to end on Freddie's lull. And I know that the Leche can bring stuff back. But most importantly, I want to talk about
you
Miami.
know what? We can do what you did in the past, remember?
What?
You said goodbye like this, and then the camera went off.
That looked like a racist gesture.
No, that's not racist.
Oh, it did look like racist.
Do you want to see how it's racist?
No, I don't want to. Okay. All right. This is Russell Gordy said, Jimmy, recap plays. That's what I will do right now. And I don't have a lot. I've only if the Yankees is
This capper.
if the Yankees game is rained out, this is all I'm on. I have 3 plays.
Look, I got a car.
I'm 2-1 right now. I'm on the Padres Marlins first 5 under 4 at minus 118.
I stole it.
I'm on the
That's my car.
Diamondbacks first 5 at minus 127, and I'm on White Sox Royals first 5 under 6 at minus 111. Those are my 3 plays, and we need to punch
Oh,
this up.
Do people know
Know what?
about the lights?
What lights?
There are lights in your body. Do you remember? Please, do you remember what we talked about a few minutes ago? You should show everyone.
What are you talking about? No, Freddie.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do. All right. I have shoes that Freddie says that when I walk around, lights go off like I'm a child.
Yeah,
No,
they have a
can't see-
switch. Come here, come here.
No, there's no lights on these shoes. They're just
Yeah,
good
there's a
looking shoes.
switch inside the shoe where you can. Rafa, can you get off the graphics so the people can see it?
Now, he did get my weak spot. I don't want him telling people that I've got lights on my shoes like a child. They're fucking Jordans. They're dope-ass sneaks. What are those, man? Those are old man shoes.
Skechers with special foam.
God, okay. Leche,